Good morning, you lovely lot. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Well, I'm not beside the seaside, I'm about, probably as the crow flies, about a mile from the seaside, down in kind of North Essex coast with the Clacton Metal Detecting Club. Lovely bunch of people. I've been a member of theirs for the last couple of 3 years, and I finally managed to get down on a dig. I've been on a few before, but haven't been on one for a while. So a massive thanks to Adam and all the team for letting me come down today. It's a Saturday morning, it's very breezy, but it's very beautiful. It's absolutely glorious. We've had awful rain over the week, and the weekend has arrived and the sun has come out. So we've got lots to go at, massive field. There's not too many of us on here, which is fantastic. So there's going to be plenty of things to go at, hopefully. We're with the Manticore, been going about 10 minutes. I found my first 4-holer, and we're going to see what today brings. So without further ado, thanks as always for joining me. Welcome to Notch to 11, and we'll see what we find. See you in a bit. Well, it has to be said, it is super windy and super fresh, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's such a beautiful morning. I'm so lucky to get out into places like this. Yeah, autumn's definitely here. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but it's still lovely. Anyway, not been much so far. I've been about half an hour, 20 minutes maybe, half an hour. A few bits of just kind of shards of metal and that kind of stuff. Anyway, we had a deep one, which was proper deep, a good 10-11 inches down, I'd say, and it was a faint but reasonably diggable 90 something. So I went for it, expecting it might be iron. It's not iron, it's lead, and it's huge. Look at that. So that's how it's come out. It's literally I just flicked it out with the digger with that. And that's the condition I found it. So a big old lump of lead with a hole through it, so some sort of weight presumably. How old that is we'll never know, I don't suppose, but yeah, that's an encouraging start. Bit of old lead. It's going to start weighing me down already, so I hope I don't find too many of these. Anyway, yeah, looking forward to it. Should be a good day. See you in a bit. Next one, and by the way, I'm on the headphones, as you probably gathered, as you would have seen actually from the intro, of course. Not the smallest headphones in the world, are they? Anyway, we got one in the high 20s, early 30s, still blowing a gale here. Hope this is coming through. Yeah, not a convincing one, but I'm going to give it a D. See what we got. No. Random metal. Moving on. Next one for your delight. Where is it? There it is. 43, 44. Smack bang on that target line. We're having some of that. Oh yes we are. Well there. Right. Oh, I don't think it was too deep. Maybe I missed it slightly. Yeah, 44 in the clod. What do we got? Where are you? There you go. Oh, there you are. Never mind. Second button of the day. Nice little one, that's got some gold gooden on it. We'll take it. Cool, right. Let's crack on. Next one, I've got a temporary reprieve from the wind. Managed to turn a corner behind some lovely trees. Oh, let's have a look. around there and behind me. So it's sheltering me from the wind a little bit, which is quite nice because it's been blowing my brains out at the moment. Anyway, we've got some shrapnel coming up in the 60s. And yeah, obviously we're near the coast in Essex. A lot of activity here, particularly with anti-aircraft shelling back in World War II. And this will no doubtedly be part of one of those pieces of ammunition, artillery, whatever you want to call it, trying to take the Germans out of the sky, I would imagine. So yeah, social history, but not really what we're after. Anyway, good to see it, and we'll see you in a bit. Well, it's happened again in true Notch to 11 form. You can't even see it now. Oh, it's jumping all over the place now. Now I've found it, but anyway. It was up in the 60s and 70s, but very scratchy signal, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. I'm not finding too much. I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't look like it's whole, but I think I found another bit of crotal bell. Just there, look. Just uncovered it, unless it's a door handle. No, that is. Well, we don't mind that, do we? Okay, yeah, it's not obviously is nowhere near its best. Just the top half, really. But that's very cool. Yeah, it's probably quite an old one as well. No, I like that a lot. Well, we never mind a crotal bell, do we? But no ringing for this one. Oh, that's wicked. No, I'm well happy with that. Kind of wish I'd live dug that now. But it was a very scratchy signal, so it was just a speculative one. But we'll take it. See you in a bit. One. There we go, 29, 30. I've already dug it. I can see what I think it is. I think we might have a little bag seal. There are quite a few kind of 29, 30s, and they've turned out to be rubbish, so I didn't bother filming it. But that, yeah, that is, isn't it? Very claggy soil with all that rain we've had in the week. Oh yeah, cool. I never mind a bag seal, especially if it's got a little bit of detail on it. I've got something on there, look. ECFO, maybe? On this side. Yeah, something on there as well, look. SWICI, I don't know. Yeah, so it's definitely a bag seal. Love these, don't mind them at all, so quite happy with that. Excellent, wow, he says, get it back into the sunlight. Yeah, terrible filming. Oh, they're in this Ipswich. I've just done that, look. Yeah, I reckon that's Ipswich, which is a fair trek from here, but not a million miles. So yeah, it's come from the Suffolk borders. Right, let's move on. Next one, 90s, scratchy, bullety. It's a bit of a beast. You wouldn't want to be in that one's way, would you? Cool, excellent. Let us move on. Oh dear, right. $50, $51, $52. Bit of 40s in it. Yeah, let's have that one. Keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't think that's very deep actually. Let's just take the bottom tiny bit out. Targets have been few and far between, it's got to be said. It's a massive field, there's not many of us, so hopefully one of us will walk onto something. Is that out? Just bumped into a friend of mine from way back when I was at school, called Rob. And I'm not sure if you watch, Rob, but if you do, it's great to see you, mate. And yeah, you should invest in a Manticore. No, really good guy. A lot of connections to my family as well, so that's really cool. No, it's not happening. Oh well, it's not complete cack. It's part of a toy, die-cast toy. You can just see the wheel rim there, so it would have been a tractor or some such thing. All right, farming toy history, if you like. Right, we need some coins. See you in a bit. Well, next one was coming up as a 38, and I've just had a lovely coffee break. Managed to get out of the wind, sit in the sun, watch the world go by. Yeah, lovely. Anyway, if you can see that, as a 38, and it's that, which I reckon is another bag seal. If I was a betting man. Yeah. Got a pattern on it. Oh yeah, that's definitely got. I think it has, hasn't it? Try not to rub it too hard. Yes, I think that might have a little bit of a pattern on it. I don't know. Hard to see in this light. Not sure, but definitely a bag seal. So that's bag seal number 2. So yeah, don't mind that. As I said earlier, don't mind finding them at all. Cool. Right. We've got about 2.5 hours left. So I'm not here all day. I should have mentioned. I'm only here till about 2 o'clock. So yeah, let's crack on. See if we can find a few more for you. Back in a sec. What bright spark left this year? Ah well. Well, the next one's all over the place. But if you get it in the right angle like that, there's definitely a blob on the target line, but there's also a second blob below it, so it's got to be worth a dig, isn't it? Let's give it a whirl. About there. Not very deep, I don't think. Well, it's been a nice day in the sense that the conditions and everything have been lovely, albeit very windy. 83 now, but we just haven't been finding much. That's the honest truth. But you know, them's the breaks. Not seeing anything. Yeah, story of our day really. It's a bit more of that shrapnel. Worth a dig though. Righto. We need a coin, don't we? Any coin. Well, we're down to our last hour and it's not really happened for me today. Yeah, just no coins, no really interesting stuff. Half a Croal bell, a couple of nice bag seals, which I don't mind. Bits and bobs, but yeah, not really happened for me today. And that's, you know, that's metal detecting. But yeah, so I've just given up on live digs. You won't have seen them, but I did 4 or 5 on the trot and they all turned out to be absolute rubbish. So I didn't bother with this one either. And it's it was a, what was it, in the 2930. And it's a little spoon or fork handle. And it's got a GR there, look. G Crown R. So that'll be a George. And then I've already looked at it. So when you turned it over, this way, you can see, is that Bibby? And then 1950, so that will be George the 6th, Queen II's dad. Yeah, so that's about as good as it's got. Although the Croal bell's pretty cool too, to be fair. But yeah, that's all right. We don't mind that. It's got, you know, what's nice about that is that you can identify it, and that's always part of what you want to do, isn't it, when you're metal detecting? So yeah, I'm not going to complain at that at all. Excellent. See you in a bit. Well, that, as they say, is that. Wasn't to be. Haven't had a terrible day, but it hasn't been in any way, shape or form a find-filled day. It's been a really quiet field, I think it has to be said. I've not found much really at all. It's not been awful. I mean, I found half a Croal bell, I found some bag seals, I found some shrapnel, I found some buttons and bits and bobs. but nothing substantial, nothing too exciting, unfortunately. But that's real metal detecting. And with a group dig, you can't, or any dig actually, you can't guarantee the land. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely stunning piece of land. Huge field, nice and ploughed. You know, it had all the potential, but sadly, as I say, you can't guarantee the land. But we found a few bits, and that's not a bad day. I've been here, you know, best part of 5 hours, thoroughly enjoyed myself. Thank you so much for stopping by. Probably won't do a roundup for this one because, you know, didn't find a huge amount. If the Croal bell cleans up nicely, I'll put a still on for it. But other than that, I must mention, I haven't found a coin until now. My good friend Craig from Treasure Island always tells me you must never leave the field without a coin. Well, the good news is, Craig, I found a coin, but it's a pound coin, and it's probably been dropped on that track there because I've just found it literally laying on the surface as I was walking over to do this particular film. So that gives me the excuse that I can go home. I found my coin. Not quite the one I was looking for, mind. Thanks as always. Hope you've enjoyed it, even though we haven't found a huge amount. I'll see you soon.